What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Potown Heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs. I'm Rhyhorn Trainer Steven.
I'm Poke Scientist Sean.
And today we've got a really fun deck for you guys. It's one that I've been tinkering with for a while, and I honestly think I found something that's really fun and will definitely that'll definitely do well. And it even comes with its own warning. Bewear Ramperdos.
What does it do?
It knocks everything out. Hard.
Oh, how do you do that?
We do that quite simply. Again, with the warning of Bewear Ramperdos. So we'll just jump right in. And like I said, it is Bewear and Ramperdos, the deck with its own warning. So the entire deck is built around Bewear and Ramperdos, but mostly the Ramperdos, because back during the Diamond and Pearl block, it pretty much had this effect, except I think the energy costs were swapped. That if it was a basic Pokemon, it's knocked out for 1, and then I think it was 2, and it did damage to evolved Pokemon. It
combines 2 attack effects that were amazing in Diamond and Pearl.
Yep. And
it brought the 2 cards together in 1 card.
And random bit of Pokemon trivia. This is the card that ruined, that ended up, I don't want to say ruined Rare Candy, but definitely got the errata and got the play that we know it now.
Oh, Ramchamp first eroded Rare Candy, so.
Yeah, so just to give you guys an idea, there was a deck back in the Diamond and Pearl block which was called Ramchamp. It was Ramperdos and Machamp. The entire deck was pretty much built to be the same. You turn 1, you start with either a Machop or a Mysterious Fossil. Turn 1, you burn through your entire deck in order to get a Rare Candy, evolve into either a Ramperdos or a Machamp, because both of them had the same effect. Attach an energy, knock out the basic. 9 times out of 10, that was game. Yes. Before your opponent even got a chance to play. And that's where that's how come you can't evolve the first turn they come out or on the first turn. So this is the card you have to think. But either way, they fixed it and it's a lot better. For 1 energy, if it does 60 damage, and if your opponent's active as an evolution Pokemon, it does 60 more damage. So for 1 energy, that's 120. That'll definitely make a nice little dent on everything else. And the fun, interesting ability is the Wild Crash. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a basic, it's knocked out. Just knocked out, period. Beacon... be aware
that Zergatry and Glaceon cannot protect against this.
Nope, it is just knocked out. So this will knock out a Lele, no questions. This will knock out a Vulpix, no question. This will knock out Buzzwole. This will knock out a Buzzwole with no issue whatsoever. And anything that it can't knock out as a basic, it'll at least hurt with 120.
Yeah.
But
we're in an evolution heavy format, so you're at least hitting 120.
Exactly.
Per turn.
But of course, every single destructive force needs some backup. And we split our backup with Bewear. We are running both what set is this? Crimson Invasion?
Yeah. No. That's Guardians Rising.
So we're running the Guardians Rising Bewear and the Crimson Invasion.
That's the Crimson Invasion one.
The Crimson Invasion. Both of them have different effects. The normal one, when you play it from your hand, you get to draw 3 cards. But and then the other one, it does 30 less from attacks from non-fire Pokemon. So both effects are pretty okay depending. But it's the attacks that we're really utilizing. Because for 3 energy, 60, and if it's a basic Pokemon, it does 60 more damage, or if it's an evolution Pokemon, it does 60 more damage. So either way, we can set up 120 with Bewear, or Ramperdos. So we're doing 120 regardless. It's just more or less picking out which target goes out. And we make sure all our energy doesn't get wasted with Wishful Baton. We make sure we don't waste anything for retreats, so we use a skateboard. We just try to make sure that we set up these as soon as possible, and we just knock everything out.
Yes.
Either shoot through sheer brute force, or just knocking it out. Period. So we are running a 4-2-2 line of Bewear and a 4-4-4 Ramperdos line. I will admit, I'm not sure how I feel about the fossil.
It's the hardest part to get out.
It is, because you can't play it at the first turn because it's considered an item until you play it, where at least I know the fossils in the past, you can play them as if they were basic, but this one, it's a trainer card that you have to play that turns into a basic, so I don't know how I feel about that. But you can knock it out at any time. It doesn't count as a prize. So it's not bad. I just wish it was better. It was like the original Mysterious Fossil where you can start with it. But so yeah, so we run a 4-4-4. We run 3 energy lotto just so we can get energy into our hand and accelerate that as fast as we can. We run 4 Evo Soda just so we can get the evolutions out as soon as possible. Try to get the Ramperdos as fast as possible. We run 2 Scorched Earth, again, a draw engine just to make sure we get set up and get what we need. We run 3 Cynthia, including your guys' full art Cynthia. Again, thank you. We run Gladian. This is just in case we have anything in the prizes that we need to get out, a Ramperdos, a Fossil, a Bewear, something like that.
Skyla, so you can get the fossil.
Exactly. We run 2 Guzma, so we can pull up our targets for easy knockouts. Pull up a Lele, knock it out with a Ramperdos, or it can get ridiculous really quick. 2 N for disruption and hand refresh. We run 2 Pokemon Fan Club, so we can get out basics as soon as we can. Again, this is you can't pull the fossil out with this.
Right, so you're just getting Stuffles for it.
Exactly. So it's mostly the Stuffles. That's why we're only running 2, because we're only running 4 Stuffles. And since it grabs 2, yeah. However, to grab the fossils, we are running 2 Skyla.
Argument is made to get at least 1 more in the deck.
Yep. We were thinking about Volkner for a while, but it just didn't fit with the deck because not only do you grab a trainer, but you also, or an item, but you also grab an electric energy. And since we're not dealing with electric energy, it just. We want to be using it to its full potential.
Post-rotation, we'll use Volkner, but right now Skyla's legal, so... Exactly.
So when Skyla rotates out, Volkner would be a good substitute to put into the deck.
Unless she reappears for the... again.
Yeah, and I haven't heard anything about that yet, so...
No, so...
All right, we added... or we've got 3 Skateboard. You could also run Floatstone.
Which is preferred, but... We got use our resources, what we got. So
exactly. Well, I've got the Floatstones, but I wanted to show off the gold board, but also it definitely. I'm willing to pay 1 in order to retreat a Ramperdos. I'm willing to pay 2 for the Bewear. It just makes it a little easier to bear.
So you can set up a Guzma, attach another energy for your energy for the turn to go. Clean it.
Exactly. We run 4 Wishful Baton. Again, we don't want to waste all our energy because we are running so few.
Attacks have 3 energies on all their attacks, so moving energy is easy.
Exactly. Instead of running a Choice Band, we're actually running 4 Strong Energy. Or if it's attached to a fighting Pokemon, it does 20 more damage. So to evolution Pokemon, we now could do 140, 160, 180. That's still a knockout to some of the stronger evolutions out there. Maybe at 2 shots.
Where it essentially has 160 hit points with its ability. So
exactly. Or even Ramperdos just doing 140, 60, 80. It doesn't really affect the Wild Crash because, again, if it's a basic, it's just knocked out.
You're 2-shotting everything.
Yeah.
Or 1-shotting.
Yeah, you're 1-shotting at least 80% of it. Stuff like Buzzwall, Sarah Stila, like the higher level stuff, it's going to be a 2-shot, but at least everything else is going to be a 1.
Why am I going for the 2-shot? I can just go for the 1-shot.
Exactly. And then we also run 8 regular fighting energy. This deck definitely is kind of fun. It is definitely a bit gimmicky.
Especially with the fact their item cards for the...
You know what? We'll actually change this up a little bit.
Yeah, those those fossils slow it down. So, trying to figure out a way to get them out faster.
Yep. So we will jump right in. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
All the way at the beginning.
Wait, no. Haha. There we go.
Aha.
All right. So, Bewear Ramperdos. I just love the fact.
It would suck. We went up against a dark deck.
Yeah, it would.
Or Savali.
Yeah, but we're going up against fighting normal, so might be good.
Mirror match.
I don't think it'll be the mirror match, but
I'll laugh if it is.
But yeah, the energy cost on the deck is a little bit high, especially with 3 for everything, and at least. And with the Ramperdos being a solid fighting energy and at least 1 required for the fighting Bewear. But with the Wishful Baton, it does make things easier in the long run. See, this is the stuff I don't like. We've got 3 fossils. We should be able to play them as basic Pokemon. But no, they're considered
according to it, you have to actually be able to play it and then turn it into an item.
Yeah.
Or Pokemon.
Yeah. I will admit I do like the older Mysterious Fossil better.
Who doesn't? Oh wait, the ones that weren't there for it.
3 mulligans.
Or the people that were there for it don't want to see them again.
Yeah. Can you just imagine all the minds blown for Tutu Claydol?
I would love to do Claydol.
I would love Tutu Claydol to come back.
I will deal with 1/1 Claydol, even if it were like a Prism Star, just to ease of.
Right. I mean, and the weird part is a lot of people are out, at least out where we are saying that it would be a broken card, and it's like, no. It would just be a staple.
It'll allow fossils to be usable.
Exactly, and even then, it would be no more staple as Shaman EX is for Expanded, no different than Lele and Zoroark is now. It would just be a staple in everyone's deck. But nope, it's too broken. So we've got a partial mirror match with the Bewear. Now, if only we can get our Bewears.
Yeah.
But we can at least start loading on the energy. Get the Wishful Baton onto Stuffle.
I think we're going to be evolving to the fighting one, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely want to go to the fighting one.
Well, because unless we can top deck the other one, which actually, since he's running fighting, we probably don't want it at this early in the game. Oh.
Alright, so we will Baton on the Stuffle, Energy on the Stuffle, and unfortunately pass the turn. But if we get the next turn, we can Evo Soda. Yeah, we're gonna have to mirror match. Except,
and we get he gets the knockout.
Yeah, he's got the knockout. Wait, no, he's only hitting for 60.
Well, you're weak. We're weak to him.
Yep, we are.
Oh well.
The Wishful Baton will still happen, even though there's nothing there. All right, so let's see if we can not get hosed done in a game.
And at least get another basic.
So yeah, the fossils definitely make things a little bit interesting.
How much do you want to run Talonflame? Just modification.
We could possibly.
I mean, it could search out the fossils.
Yeah, adding in probably what, like 2 Talonflame?
Well, Talonflame is one of those. It's 4 up, so you can try to start with 1.
Yeah.
If you don't start with 1, it's useless, but the chance of starting with 1 in your opening hand when you have 47 cards is pretty, out of 60 cards, pretty high.
Yeah, that is true. Alright, so we going up against Garchomp? I see a Garchomp coin.
I hope not. This might be too as long as he doesn't set up too fast. I hope it's just the starter deck.
Alright, so neither of us are going to get to draw. We'll play the Stuffle. We got the Fossil, so we can start evolving as soon as possible. We got a Skyla, so we can get the second one out. Or maybe a Cynthia?
Yeah. No, I'd probably get a second Fossil going. Because we need all the Fossils we can get.
Yeah, that is true.
And then next turn we can evolve them both and then throw down an end.
4 mulligans? I don't even think we've had that bad of luck.
And yet we're only running 4 basics.
Yeah, we'll play the Stuffle. We've got 2 Skyla, so
we got at least one more fossil to play.
It gave us the Cynthia anyway.
Let's play the fossil and.
So yeah, we'll fossil.
You had to buy like an item card.
That's right.
And go get another one.
And another one.
Just so then we can make sure we have one.
You know, I'm like 80% sure that DJ Khaled is just a Pokemon.
Probably.
Because all he does is says his name, and apparently that makes him like a super awesome, cool guy.
Yes.
So yeah, DJ Khaled is the basic, and another one is his evolution.
Yes.
All right, so we'll put an energy on the fossil.
End turn.
We'll end the turn.
There you drop the 2 Cranidos and then go for a search card. And being early game will probably depends how much he drops out of his hand. Looks like it is the starter deck.
It's definitely looking like it. Well, no.
It's in the starter deck.
Nest Ball.
And it has the house still.
We'll know if he plays the Spiritomb.
That comes in it too.
Titanol?
That comes in the deck.
It does?
Uh-huh. 1. Well, not reverse foil, but regular. So he's added
okay,
a little bit.
So it's the modified. Well, even then, I haven't seen the oh, what is it? The Spiritomb yet. So I don't either. It's a modified structure or it's just a structure.
When him make. Oh, he's on to evolve to Chom next turn, anyways.
Yeah, because of Ascension. So we might as well try to get ourselves set up.
We can resist the hit.
Yeah, we'll Stuffle. We'll Bewear.
Bewear.
I would love to get a baton, so I might grab the Skyla to get a baton.
It's going to take a while to knock it out.
Yeah.
He has to have a Cynthia in hand to knock it out if he goes for the full attack.
So we got a Gabite, Lucario.
So he won't be able to use it till next turn unless he draws it with Looker. Oh, he might. He didn't draw with Looker.
No, but he got the timer ball.
He got it with the. It is the structure deck. That's the crystal foil.
All right, so 150. We do 120 with the clean hits.
Is he grabbing the Cynthia or is he grabbing the? He grabbed the DC.
Weak to Fairy. Okay, so he's getting set up with the Royal Blades. So now we'll Energy Cranidos. We'll Ramperdos. Let's Skyla.
For Cynthia or in?
Honestly, I'm going to grab a baton.
Oh, just in case he decides to do something weird and try to Guzma it up?
Mm-hmm. That way, Ramperdos is now set up so that if he gets knocked out, either I can attach it to the Bewear, which will probably be knocked out, or another Cranidos, or another Stuffle, and try to get that going. Because I could have put it on Bewear, but there's no energy on Bewear, so... Alright, so Savali.
I would definitely run. I would probably run Savali with Garchomp if ever he ends up with a metal typing.
Yeah, that definitely wouldn't. And see, we got another one all ready to go.
We're auto shotting the. We don't have a free retreater though. We can't pull off the Guzma. Next turn we could.
Next turn we could. But we will at least fan club. Nope.
No
fan club
target.
for nothing. Let's
clean hit.
We'll clean hit for 120. So either way, he's got a Gabite. We'd be able to knock that out. So yeah, so far I think 120, 240. So we could knock out that Savali.
We're one-shotting that thing.
Yeah, we're one-shotting a Savali. Well, I'm actually perfectly okay with that. I think the Garchomp is the only.
Actually, If he ever does knock it out, let's see.
So yeah, that's a Garchomp. I think the Garchomp's the only issue because we were doing 120 to 50.
He's pulling out another one.
And another one.
Just remember, a major weakness of Garchomp is that Lucario.
Yeah.
Lucario searches out all the stuff he needs. So.
But we will at least get the knockout.
We'll get the knockout and save the Guzma for next turn.
We'll evolve the Stuffle. Just in case.
If it is the structure deck, he'll only have one. Unless it's been modified, he'll only have the one Lucario. So far, he only has the one Lucario.
And now he's probably he's going to bring up the Savali, and if that's the case, yeah, we've got it knocked out with this one.
Yep.
I think the only thing. Field Blower hasn't been seeing a lot of play lately, so
and his deck.
Yeah, so I don't think he's got anything to do with the baton.
So, yeah. After knocking out Savali, I would actually knock out that Lucario before he gets a second one set up.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're gonna save the Guzma until we have that shot.
Yes.
We don't need Evisor at this point because we don't want to actually evolve.
So we will Ramperdos all that energy onto Ramperdos. We will bring out.
It'd be good to have a free retreater in this deck.
It would be good. It's clean hit for 240. And collect our 2 prizes.
Yes. Let's see.
That Lotto's not bad. We could at least start setting up the Bewear.
That's one thing we could probably do is find a free retreater or something we can put in the deck.
Yeah. I know this Buzzwall GX would definitely fit in this deck if you happen to pull one. Maybe the Fighting Savali would also be a pretty good idea too.
Yeah, because that Guzma free retreat would be awesome right now.
Yeah.
Because the key of he's getting the clean hit off that.
Yeah,
he's getting the 200. I forgot he had the Garchomp in hand. But I think we were waiting for his DCE.
Mm-hmm. So if I don't... DCE would probably be...
Now we get it.
Now we get the baton. Of course. Because we won't get it when we actually need it. We'll grab the strong energy. And then... One retreat. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to put Bewear up in the active just yet.
And I hate the fact I have to do this, but...
Get them both out of the way.
Yeah, get them both out of the way.
Make it where he has to actually use a Cynthia to knock it out.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing we can grab with Fan Club.
There's no point using Guzma yet.
Yeah.
Because the knockout we want is Lucario, because Garchomp's success is
relying on it, yeah.
The deck needs Cynthia, and without Cynthia, it doesn't hit as hard.
Yeah, so unfortunately at this point, we're kind of playing the top deck.
And we don't have that wonderful DCE to really work around, so.
No. Although that would be another change to make to the deck.
But then again, our main attacker doesn't support DCE. Well, now we can use Guzma.
Yeah, we can Guzma. Except now he's got the 1 energy to retreat. Yeah. You know what? Well played. We have a good deck. I think we can accept loss on this because he's going to retreat.
But he still needs to pull out of Cynthia. He needs to pull out of Cynthia in order to get the. So we got one more. Unless he finds a Cynthia.
There's the Pal Pad to grab 2. Lucario to grab 1. Play it.
He hasn't used Lucario yet.
Yep.
Got the knockout.
That's the knockout. However, we will never quit. We will accept our lickings like a man.
Yes.
So, what we built, it's definitely a bit clunky, and it could use a couple resources, but it's at least something that can be worked on. Like I said, you can tech in You could tech in the Savali with a fighting belt. You can tech in Buzzwall, Talonflames, or
Talonflame would be pretty good because it can actually search out those item cards.
Exactly. Maybe Choice Band instead of the Strong Energy, and then do Choice Band and DCEs instead, just to speed things up. Although
coming down the pike, of course, the ever wonderful Diancie Prism.
Yes, that would definitely help. So, like I said, this was pretty much the shell, and I don't know if it'll actually. I think it does have potential. I just don't know. I just don't think it's going to work on our end.
I just don't know if it's rogue enough yet.
No. We'll still tinker with this, and probably either before or once Forbidden Light comes out and we get to look at some of the new stuff, we might find a couple things to splash to make it work. Definitely the Diancie. I end up seeing that there is a fighting Garchomp, which probably wouldn't be too bad to throw in. There were a couple more fossils, so yeah, we'll definitely tinker with this some more and hopefully bring up something better. But either way, for the time being, that was the deck, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and become a Po-Town hero yourself. Join us on PTGO. We are Po_Town_heroes. And also be sure to hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/Po-Town heroes. Until always, may all your games go well, and may the top deck be in your favor. Till next time.